Hello, and I am so excited today. Before we jump into things, this is my first YouTube video, and I am beyond excited because so many of you guys are like, why are you not on YouTube yet? Why are you not on YouTube? Just about a month ago, I went out of town, and I've met some individuals that really impacted my journey. And one of them is Rothy. She owns a nail shop in Alabama. And she was like just learning everything I do. And I was telling her how I teach and how I have students. And we were just getting into the business perspective of things. And she was like, I've done YouTube. I know how to get you on there. You have an interesting life. Like you have interesting points. Like you need to be on YouTube. And she's been following up with me ever since. So I need to make sure I jump onto YouTube and start making these videos. So, a little bit about me. My name is Arcelia Gonzales. I am from the south side of Chicago. I have over 10 years of corporate consulting experience in corporate strategy, as well as operations and building processes and workflows. So, if you ever have any questions from a business perspective of things, I'm also going to be making videos regarding that, project plans, and doing the whole nine yards. And if you're interested in anything, make sure you comment down below. I need to get more video ideas. I need you guys to help me. I want to continue being able to make videos and just making sure I'm giving people content that is useful and that is needed. Doing balloons about 3 years ago. I was in the event industry about 10 years ago. And really took off and running with the balloons. I started learning on how to do it, taking techniques, learning from other individuals, utilizing YouTube and things from that perspective. But today I really want to talk about how to determine if the balloon and event business is for you. I get new students all the time. So I really want to get this conversation out there because I have this conversation with them a lot to really determine if this is for you because it does take a lot of physical work. It does take time, but it's very flexible. So I don't want you to get scared off right away. I want you guys to hear this because by the end of this video, I feel like you will be confident enough to know if this is for you or not. How to determine if the balloon or event business is for you. So, we're going to be going through the learning curve and going through what that looks like from a balloon perspective.
Talking about flexibility and how you can adapt this business to your life. And then transportation, something that my students talk about all the time is that they're scared. They don't have a big car, they don't have a big van. But let me tell you, ladies, you do not need that. So stay tuned for that. Client relationships. As we know, we are in a customer service industry. So that is super important. Just tactics and strategies to make sure you're keeping your clients happy, ensuring you're giving them the same experience. And we'll go into detail during that time. Five, does it get you excited? Are you excited when you're talking about it? Is this something that you're passionate about? Is it something you just enjoy? Yes, the money is great, but you really, really need to make sure that you are really loving it because the love is going to transfer into your work. And that's how you're going to continue growing. And then we're going to go into some details about the next video because this is not our last video. We want to continue making more content throughout this year. Like I said, my goal right now is to at least post one video a week. And I'm just trying to get myself comfortable. Like I said, this is my first YouTube video, so I'm trying my best. Here we go. Let's dive right into learning curve. So there's definitely a learning curve, and I want you guys to know, do not get dismotivated when your work does not look like what is on Pinterest and what is on TikTok. It takes time to get there. Some of us entered more skilled than others. As you can see, I was not very skillful. The top pictures are some of my first work. It's not as horrible as I wanted to look back on and be terrified. So, but it's definitely a learning curve. You're going to have to practice a lot, and there's strategies around to get you out there marketing and going while growing. So that can be another video. And then There's other ways that you can learn, taking classes, networks, balloon networks around your area, Facebook pages, and things from that perspective. You have to be prepared to come in with an open mind, because not only are you going to learn the balloon business, but you're also going to have to learn the operational business, because at the end of the day, this is a business. We're going to need contracts. We're going to need to make sure we have insurance, because we're dealing with events and parties and children. So there's a lot to go down with this. Do you need that right away? Did I have that right away? No. So don't get dismotivated on that. That's something that I, added on later as I learned the business. So don't think you need that to start, but that is something that you're going to have to learn and eventually get to. Definitely a learning curve, but again, don't be scared. And I teach courses too, one on one, virtually or in person, anywhere in the world. Just reach out to me, send me a message directly. I will be glad to schedule. I do have, different dates that I'll be in different states, so we can definitely get ourselves connected. So I'm super excited for that.
Is flexibility. OMG, y'all. So you definitely have to be flexible, of course, around the client's time, but the client is going to provide you, a lot of times that you're able to now look at your schedule and give them the proper availability. So there's going to be walkthroughs that you may have to do. For example, if you see above here, we had to do a walkthrough to really look at the where they wanted the balloons placed, and I think it was like 3 months before the event. So, this is really nice because it's like, hey, during the week or when you're available. And then another thing to think about when being flexible is that there's so many opportunities in this market. So if you are that you want to just jump in and start getting yourself learning with one thing, it may be centerpieces. And this is also going to tie to the type of vehicle you have, because maybe centerpieces, you can fit those in the vehicle or in the car that you're driving. So maybe you want to just stick into centerpieces and make that your specialty. Remember, this industry is huge, you guys. You can go in thinking you want to learn balloons, but then you see there's other avenues of income, and there's so many avenues of income. I'll just name a few: event planning, 360 booths or like photo booths, backdrops only, table settings, digital prints, invitations. I mean, the list can go on. So you will find your niche, you will find what you want. And this is what I tell people, like, when you're coming into the industry, just because there's 3,000 balloon artists around your area doesn't mean that you will not be successful. Everyone has their different niche. Everyone has their different designs, their different touches, their different clientele. So you will find your clientele, you will find your niche along your journey. So don't be dismotivated just because you have experts around your area. You will grow to be that as well. So that jumps me right into transportation. With transportation, you can have a car, you cannot have a car and be in this industry. You cannot have a car and throw the biggest party. And let me tell you how. You're going to rent out U-Hauls, you're going to rent out other trucks. And honestly, you're going to even see that when you rent out U-Hauls, these parties are even easier because you get to do everything before the party, pack it all in the U-Haul, have things constructed. You can tie things down in the U-Haul so they don't move. You get to the party, you live with your team, and you go right in. It actually works better. And you also need to determine when you're invoicing if you're going to need a U-Haul or not, because you need to make sure you include that price into your pricing quotes. People will pay your price if they love your work. They will pay your price and they won't care if you're higher than others. So make sure to know you don't need a car. Now, if you do have a car and you have a truck, you can learn different methods on what you can construct at home. That's time saving. So when you get to the facility, you can, construct things faster. I have different workflows and different plans that I've put into perspective, and I will be glad to run things through you. I have like really awesome mini courses that are less than $25. So, again, reach out to me. Let me know. I am glad to help. And once you become one of my students, you are also have the access of one-on-one coaching with me. as well as 24-hour lifetime support as long as I'm here. All right. So, client relationships. This is so important. Again, we are in a industry that we're providing a service. So we want to make sure we're giving the clients that same experience. If we're giving our clients a good, happy, great experience, they're going to refer us. Referrals are everything in this industry. Most of mine, actually, last year, from a whole year, I had a 70% of my clients are returning referral clients. That's crazy. That's great. That's a bulk of my clients. And that's because I established relationships with people, and then I also did corporate partnerships, and that corporate partnerships are something that got me growing quick. Because once you do a corporate event, you have a lot of, depending on the event that it is. I did like corporate events with the executives. So now they're them as clients, and then I'm getting their referrals as clients. So now I'm building my clientele from that perspective. Um, so there's a lot of different ways that you can do that, but client relationships is important. You need to have a process. You need to have things down packed. You can check out my website. I have a FAQ process, so they're able to go to my FAQs and see the entire process and what to expect when they're booking with me, as transparent I am with the retainer fees and things from their perspective. All right. Does it get you excited? So you can tell I'm excited when I talk about this. I enjoy teaching. I enjoy just being able to share information. So this is something that I'm passionate about, and you got to make sure it gets you excited, because you're going to be excited doing that. You're going to be excited recording. You're going to be excited doing the balloons. And then every time you do the balloons, if you are passionate about it, you add more flavor into the balloons. You add more ideas that people wouldn't think about, and it just gets really, really cute. And also things that get you excited, you want to learn more about. It gets you excited to learn more about. So you start learning like these Minnie Mouse columns that I learned. That's my first tree I ever tried, right down there by Isabella. So it's so important to be just flexible with learning, and being open to learning new things with the props, and starting to get equipment and things to rent, and brochures and flyers and business cards, and how to market yourself out in the community. So there's a lot of things to get excited for. So that's definitely something that you need to make sure, though, that you're excited, to really get into doing this creative mess, because with creativity comes, crazy balloon stuff that you got to learn how to do, how to manage balloons, how to, work with them outside. I know all my balloon artists that do outdoor events probably don't even want to do outdoor events, or do not do outdoor events. And I know it's a lot of us. So, um, but there's a lot of things that you have to learn in this business, and you got to make sure you're excited, and that you're ready, really ready to enter in. So our next video is going to be on startup costs. You guys will be surprised on the startup costs of a balloon business. Honestly, it is one of the lowest startup costs of a business that I've opened. And I'm also going to go into some supply recommendations and some items that I use. And, I test all my equipment, and I make sure all the stuff I use works. So the supply recommendations is going to be big when it comes to ordering. So you're not wasting your money and trying other things just like I did. So learn from me. Subscribe for more, and like this video, and comment down below. And I hope that I am able to help others. And my email and all my information, my website, www.sister-sweets.com. Visit my social media, follow, and I appreciate you guys supporting. And I'm really excited about this journey, and can't wait to make more. Bye.